Myson Electric Underfloor Heating is ideal for kitchens, bathrooms and conservatories with floor areas up to 20 square metres. And with Myson, you can be sure you are getting a quality product and a quality service from one of the UK's leading suppliers of heat emitters. It's so easy to install too, as we are about to show you in this short video. Here we are going to show you a bathroom installation onto a Wayrock floor that has already been prepared. If you are installing onto a screeded floor, then please refer to the installation guide that comes with the product. For installation onto a concrete floor, an extra layer of insulation should be fitted before installing the mat. Before we start, it's important to note that the installation of the electric mat must be performed by a qualified electrician. We can only offer you the full guarantee if your mat is correctly installed. So if you're not trained yourself, then please ask a professional to do it. Everything you need for the installation comes in one handy box. But before you begin, please check the contents. Be sure to check you have the correct size heating mat. Your box should contain a heating mat with connecting wire, control card, thermostat and floor sensor, sensor pipe, multimeter and installation manual. You will need to decide where you want your thermostat to go. All electrical installations must be in accordance with the wiring regulations BS 7671, and therefore the thermostat cannot be located inside the bathroom. The thermostat can be mounted in a standard electrical back box, and the floor sensor can be used to control the room temperature. A standard electrical switch fuse spur with 3mm separation on all poles must be fitted outside the bathroom. We'll show you how to wire this up later in the video. Next, cut a groove into the floor for the floor sensor pipe. This will make sure that your floor is always the temperature that you want. The groove should be around 20mm deep. Feed the floor sensor through the flexible pipe as shown here, and then cap the end of the pipe. The sensor must always remain in the flexible pipe. The pipe needs to be accessible at all times in case a floor sensor needs replacing in the future. Unpack the mat and unravel it. You should test the mat before you start the installation to make sure there are no faults. Any faults should be reported to the supplier immediately. To test the mat, use the multimeter supplied in your box. Connect the wires as shown and turn the knob of the multimeter to ohm 2000. Connect the red and black probes to the connection wires. It's very important that you do not touch the wires when measuring. Check that the readings are correct according to the control card, which is attached to your heating mat. If readings are not within a 5% margin, stop the installation and contact the supplier immediately. The electrical circuit should be protected by a RCD. Next, connect the red probe to one of the connection wires and the black probe to the earth wire. Please note that the connection wires have a clear insulation sheath, while the earth wire does not. Repeat this step with the red probe on the other connection wire and the black probe to the earth wire. The reading on the multimeter should now be 1. If this is not the case, please contact the supplier immediately. Once you're happy that the mat is in correct working order, you are ready to start laying it. But first you need to make sure the surface where the mat will be laid is clean and free from dust or grease. Start to roll out the mat onto the area you are installing. Remember to allow 100mm distance from the wall. You must also make sure that the grey cables are not touching or crossing each other, and that they are at least 40mm apart from each other. If the mat is too long, it can be cut to size, leaving one edge attached, folded over 180 degrees, and then you can continue rolling it out. If it is still too long, you can cut the cable loose from the netting. Please be aware you must only cut the fibre netting and never cut through the heating cable. Once the mat is laid across the area you wish to heat, you should retest the mat using the multimeter. It is important that you do not walk over the mat during installation. Once you're happy the mat is still okay, you can start to staple it to the floor. It should be stapled at approximately 100mm intervals to make sure that it is securely fastened to your floor type. Please note this is only applicable for this kind of installation. If you are installing onto screed or cement surfaces, please refer to the installation guide. Now your mat is laid and fastened, you can start to screed over the top of it as shown here. Make sure the screed covers the area evenly. Different screeds require different drying times, so please check your screed type and make sure it is completely dry before you continue with your installation. Your Myson Electric Underfloor Heating comes with a programmable floor temperature thermostat, which allows you to easily control the temperature according to your personal needs. This device must also be installed by a qualified electrician. Firstly, make sure you have disconnected the electric circuit from the supply. Your room thermostat should be mounted in a position where it is easy to access and operate. Your thermostat comes supplied with an instruction sheet and wiring diagram and should be connected in accordance with the wiring diagram as demonstrated here. Then fix the fascia to the front as shown here. Once your screed is dried, you can apply your chosen floor type. Here we are using a tile floor, but electric underfloor heating can be used on most floor types, such as laminate, slate and stone. But please always check the thermal resistance of your chosen floor type. Lay your chosen floor according to building best practice. In this instance, we are grouting the floor before laying the tiles on top of the underfloor mat. So that's it, as easy as 1, 2, 3. All that remains is to switch on your electric underfloor heating and enjoy the feeling of warm toes on those cold days. If you need any more information about electric underfloor heating, please contact Myson directly on 0845 402 3434 or visit our website at myson.co.uk. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and we hope to hear from you soon.